Okay, so today I'm gonna show you how to do the front brakes on a Quattro 5. First step is going to take these pins out. In order to get it out, you're going to need this pin, and you're going to actually have to hammer it in. You're going to hammer these two until it comes out. Now, this is going to have some tension on it. So what you want to do is that once you're going to have to like jiggle it loose, but I'll show you. Now, in order to get the pins out, you want to use a plier, but this might have to do. So now that I've gotten this little pin out, you see how it's still in here. Now this has tension on it. So we're going to try and get out as best as possible. You want to wiggle it because it does have just a tad bit of room. I try and take the bottom off first. For some reason the top doesn't work the way like that, so I'm gonna show you how to get this out. There we go. So I'm gonna do that one. Now this one doesn't have too much tension on it, so it should be fairly easy to come out. So do the bottom one first. Now, something I'm gonna show you here, these pins need to go underneath here. You see that? So when you put it back on, the pins are gonna go on underneath. Now that we got the caliper pins out, we are going to take out the caliper bolts, and let's see, there's one right here. Let me see if I can get that. Hopefully you can see this is one right here. It's one all the way at the bottom, right there. So the caliper bolts are 21 millimeter, and you're gonna take out those two down there. Now, in order to get these pins out, you have to remove this one, and what you do is you twist it this way and remove it, and then you're able to get this out here. And while I'm here, I'm gonna go ahead and pull back the calipers. You're just going to do this here and pull it back until it stops, and then I'm going to hang it and finish out the rest. Okay, so I wanted to show you this. This is how you get the caliper out, and this goes, not the caliper, but the brake wear sensor. This goes on top of it. If you can't get it out, just use like a flathead and pry it out. I'm gonna show you how to put it back in. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can do this one-handed. But this little pin is going to go around here, around there, and then we're going to put this back in, and it goes this way, not this way. You see this little hump here? It goes right in there. So let me show you how this goes back in, and it's going to go in this way. Okay, so we already pushed the caliper pins back in. This goes here. You want to make sure it lines up with that. And then put in the other one. It's just going to go like this. And then you're going to lay it flat against the caliper. And we're ready to put this back on. Okay, so this is the caliper pin, which goes in here. It goes in the opposite way. But these are the ones you're going to need to replace eventually. Okay, so once you're changing out the front brakes, you're going to want to replace these. Now, my customer didn't have them, so I'm going to have to reuse them. But these are the ones you're going to eventually replace. So I'm going to put this one in first, obviously. Now, there's going to be a little to no tension here. So I'm gonna just put it in there, and then I'm gonna hammer it back in. If I can find my hammer. So we're just gonna do that, and hammer it back in until it goes in here. Now we're gonna do the bottom one. Now this is gonna have some tension on it, so it's gonna be a little bit harder, so I can't show you how to do it. But you do the same thing, you do this one the same way. Now, in order to get this one in, I just kind of lifted it and then pulled it out like this, pulled it out in order to align this. Like I said, this one has tension and it needs to go in here. So we're just going to finish hammering this out. Let me do it here. And it is nice and done.